Nikes on my feet, shout out to Mac Miller. Don't play with me, don't be dishonest, I'm not Tiller. Flip the cup when I finish the drink, a big sipper. I'm a star in my city, I'm high as the Big Dipper. Shit, I don't got ops, if you don't like me, then it's one-sided. Y'all been sleeping too long, no Joe Biden. Crashing out by myself, don't need co-pilots. Got a good feeling, this the one, no flow rider. They don't wanna see me rap like this. Latina, butterized Asian, with the chopsticks. Old news, that boy old news. I was in a trap with my dog cooking Pro Tools. I went Uno, and he probably got those bitches. Every time I rap, I am not missing. Hunter at the show, he gon' hit switches. This is not a game, I am not glitching. That's a dog, he a Rottweiler. 4-2 in my cup, fuck your Budweiser. She love me if I'm broke, that's a 4-lifer. Bro got the gold bust down, that's a 4-9er. Hey, we do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin. Wow, we do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin.
Everything I do on first name, I don't do none less. Look of the year, they playing checkers while I'm playing chess. Rushing to the back, put in the time, boy, I need a check. I don't miss shit, this shot wet, get it out the net. In the cut with Brody, Shaq and Kobe, this ain't nothing nice. Feel like Zach and Cody, Millie Mosby, this the sweetest life. Talking on that boy, we spin his block like wheels, rolling dice. Supreme duo, OG Steve Young and Bake Jerry Rice. That boy think he could lie till I sent his ass to OG David. Know some little niggas slanging rock, feel like I'm racing cane. These niggas more like bitches acting funny, acting Damon Wayne. When I've been spending, look like I'm trying to make a cut for Wayne. B-I-G-T-I-M-E, baby. Wanna make it big time, come with me, baby. I ain't never doing shit for the free, baby. Cost a Bitcoin to hang with Bacon OG, baby. Wow.
We do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin. Wow, we do it big time. 30 in my pocket, that's a Bitcoin. If it makes sense, then I might join. Good steak on my plate, need that sirloin. Wow.
Pick it up and stack it up and get it laced. I sent the Addy, baby, yeah, she did the race. I'm running through these hoes just like I'm Eddie Lace. Shit, 1,000 for sorrows, that's a petty grace. Yeah, I'm dipping out the club, that shit be feeling risky. I know bitches in your section, man, that look fishy. Man, these niggas say they gangsta, where your mouth ties? That nigga swear he got a baddie, I fuck like 9 times. That nigga say he a big dog, how the fuck he a big dog? That nigga really chihuahua, that nigga 5'5". That nigga say he big dog, but how the fuck he big dog? That nigga really a pussy and he got 9 lives. I turn the strip club up, baby, that's my vibe. Me and OG smoking the blunt, he got the 5th ring. He ain't only fucking with shorty unless her tits right. Now I'm only fucking with shorty unless her ass tight. Hello, bitch.
See something, another me, hell, nah, they ain't gon' be one. You know a real motherfucker when you see one. This shit knock, make your ass do the rerun. Come on down, I'm tryna see something, another me, hell, nah, they ain't gon' be one. You know a real motherfucker when you see one. This shit knock, make your ass do the rerun. Hey, hey, 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 do the rerun. You can't deny it, y'all some dick riders. Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm from the big badass NV. Signed to the almighty CTC. That's probably why they hatin', but it ain't Nathan to a G-I-A-N-T. I'm smooth as ever even when I'm off key. That's probably why homegirl chose me. But January she was fucking with the adversaries. February pussy sent one to the cemetery. By March she was honing into April. May, June, and July she became somebody payroll. Used to look like J-Lo, now she look like Pedro. Stale and she pale off the Yale with Mateo. August and September, she probably don't remember. Do October and November, ho-ho-hoing in December.
Ballin' on these fools like I'm D1. Feel like I'm playing with my sons like I'm LeBron. They think they got me in the scope like it's recon. I got these blessings cause I'm sowing what I'm reaping. Reaping what I'm sowing. Ballin' like the Rosen, engine like Kobe's. I just keep going, everybody know me. I be gaining motion. 03, baby on this grind, that boy focus. Oh shit, got his neck like the ocean. Whoa, these rhymes in the 6, bumping all these cold days. Then that boy easy the coldest. He got your girl in that whip with that old shit. Boom, flower loaded, she singing me girl. Like I got a man, better not kiss and tell. So I'ma call your man if you keep acting there. I'm ballin' on the court while you talking out of bounds.
Come on down, I'm tryna see something. Another me, hell, nah, they ain't gon' be one. trying to see something. Another me, hell, nah, there ain't gonna be one. You know a real motherfucker when you see one. This shit.
Yo, what's good? CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. Corey Moorhall, Casey Family, The Real, Mike Feast, Marquis, what's good? I see y'all in the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. My name is the Holy Lord Sanctus, God of the Coast, your host on the only radio station playing 805 hip-hop and R&B every Monday through Friday night, 5 p.m. Pacific time with my co-hosts, the name Uno and Big Mike. We like to talk to y'all about 805 culture, hip-hop, music, all that type of shit. And we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We're the only radio station that does this. That makes us the only radio station committed to the coast. We actually put the coast and West Coast. And we got another great show for y'all tonight. We're going to be reviewing music. So if you're an artist and you want us to review your music, it's $5, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All that information is scrolling along the bottom of the chat. Send us a YouTube link and $5. We'd happily play your music. And if we rate it higher than a 9, you can end up on our charts. You become chart eligible. So, and a lot of people in the 805 will listen to your music. So if you're an artist from the 805 and you want us to review your music, let us know. It's a lot to talk about too. It's a lot to talk about we didn't get to yesterday. So I'm sure Big Mike and Uno will have some topics for us. And don't forget, we're giving away tickets to see Lou Deezy and Dodie 6 on June 7th at the Fremont Theater in San Luis Obispo. If you want to win tickets, all you got to do is tap the link in our Instagram bio or visit our website and become a member. That's CONNECTT.club to become a member. We're prioritizing those entries. If you become a member, you get top priority. You have a better chance of winning. So visit our website and do that. And you can win tickets to see Dodie 6. Ashley 21, what's good? Blurry Vision, what's good? Thank y'all for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. The Real Mike Fees says, salute, I see you. He says, play Mike Fees, hate me. Mike Fees is just $5, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and we got you. Also, there's a new feature that StreamYard added, the whole chat. The chat will be on the screen the entire time if you watch from YouTube, Meta, or Twitch. So if you want your chat to live in infamy forever on screen, then make sure you tap in with us on YouTube or Meta or Twitch. All those links are in our Instagram bio. But if you want to just chat in secret, if you want to stay incognito, that's cool too. You can just keep watching on Instagram. We're happy that you watch from wherever you choose to watch. So don't even trip on that. Let me see. And I think that's the last announcement. I'm gonna play some music and I'm gonna bring up my co-hosts, and we're gonna keep it simple tonight. We're gonna be in and out of this motherfucker. Let's get to some brand new music. This is June 3rd, Billy Ray. I forget what it's called. But...
Okay, Randy.
Good for her. She don't gotta pull out a car when she with me, cause I'm
It's called Good for Her.
I'ma take care of it all, cause you know I good for her. She don't even gotta think twice when she with me, cause I'm good for her. Good for her. You got big expectations, giving me motivation, testing my patience, trying to fight temptation. Bunch of bitches that won't never switch up. When I'm outside, I feel like that nigga. Roll me up a blunt and pour up liquor. I really like that. Spend it all the night and get it right back. Hit the B&B for the nightcap. Put her on the flight. Good for her. She don't gotta pull out a car when she with me, cause I'm good for her. I'ma take care of it all, cause you know I'm good for her. She don't even gotta think twice when she with me, cause I'm good for her. Good for her.
She in love with the whoop, I'm a big dog. Beat the back, left and front, knock the hips. Fuck the love in my song. Beat on walls, I ain't talking about hit ball. Girl, you know you fine as shit. She want me to climb in it. She the only one that you gon' see me out here shining with. Cause me in my mind, I trip on baby for all kind of shit. But she know what time it is. If I rule the world, then you would have the biggest monument. Girl, you know I'm good for this, and you know I'm good for you. If we work together, think of all the shit that we can do. All that we can do.
Good for it. She don't gotta pull out a car when she with me, cause I'm good for it. I'ma take care of it all, cause you know I'm good for it. She don't even gotta think twice when she with me, cause I'm good for it. Good for it.
I see real quick though in the chat, what's good? That's brand new music. That's brand new music, June 3rd, Billy Ray. It's called Good For It. If you like to make sure you add it to your libraries and playlists. Out of Lompoc, California, Lompoc, stand up. I got one more for you, then I'm bringing up my co-host, Connect the Coast, Reminisce, CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast.
Oh, baby, you serving. Look at them curves, I see how they curving. Yeah, baby, colder than frost, I be calling her Kerwin. Wanna get my lips on it, tryna sip it like bourbon. Little baby, it's urgent. You been had a nigga pervin' for so long. Feelings that I got for you so strong. Trying to take you on a ride, baby, hold on.
Ray L in the chat, let's go.
You a queen, I'm a guy, that's a combo.
Rare Breed in the chat, what's good?
Take you home, let me beat it like bongos. And in the
Thank y'all for joining. Please share the stream.
Spent all night in the lab. You coming over with your overnight bag. Ask yourself, am I the best you ever had? I'm your dog like a chocolate puppy lab. She pulling up, she said I never make her sad. I got the smoothest game, it's called the gift of gab. I made 2 drinks and now we do our little dance. I'm looking in your eyes, you got me in a trance.
You can spend the night. Tomorrow morning we can rap.
05 Dusty, what's good? Thank you for joining.
Know you said you want to take it slow. What about all of the memories we would miss? Yeah, yeah.
On my print shit, walk the limp shit. That Andre Hicks game that I'm spitting, it hit different when it was written. That fingertips, hips, ass, titties, lips shit. Reminisce when I was hitting. Keisha Cole, how she ain't know what she was missing. Clipping like gripping, sound like a bitch and a half when you dissing. Y'all can't see me get it through your rabbit ass brain. But yo, shit, to get attention, you gotta say my motherfucker.
CC in the chat, Gerald Purify in the chat, Uno in the chat, what's good? Thank you for joining.
The one I love,
Please share the stream.
telling me that it's mine.
You spend the night.
Yeah, I didn't want to make Trap's part the hook because it was so dope to me that I want you to want to hear it again. I didn't want you to hear it multiple times.
About all of the memories we would miss. Yeah, yeah. You could spend the night.
Blends by Tao in the chat, dopest barber in the coast. Let's go.
I know you said you want to take it slow. What about all of the memories we would miss? Yeah, yeah.
Radio. Only radio station. Lord, thank you, Jay Riley. Drop that. If you like that joint, make sure you add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. Let them know you heard it first. It's on our brand new album, YouTube. Make sure you add that to your libraries and playlists. And I got my guys in the building. What's the word?
What's the word, nerd?
How y'all feeling?
Oh man, I need that one nigga. Yeah, you know what's up.
Hey. Mama GC in the chat. What's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. How y'all doing on Tuesday, man?
Oh man, you know, Titty Tuesday. You know, put them on the glass, females.
Time. He said, "Fuck tacos. We going straight to the titties, huh?"
Man, come on.
Yes.
Hey, nigga, I'm a California native, bro. We've been eating nigga tacos our whole life, ground turkey, and then when they came with the health shit, ground beef to ground turkey, bitch, put them titties on the glass, free the nipple. You know what I'm saying? It's Titty Tuesday.
Free the net.
I'm not gonna argue with it. I'm not gonna argue with it. Man, it's so much we didn't get to. It's so much happening in the world.
Hey.
One thing I definitely want to do is make sure we don't lose focus. We are here to shout out the coast. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't want to. I want to let's do the chart first, actually, because
You hit
it's
the
a lot
coast
of movement.
yesterday.
It's a lot of movement. I did not talk about the chart though. And we dropped a new one on Monday. So I just want to get that out the way real quick, and then we can get to all the the nonsense happening out there. Let's see. So we have. Is this the latest? That's not the latest chart. That's not the latest chart. Hold on, let me pull it up. So if you're just tapping in, if you're not familiar with what we do, every Sunday we drop a new top 20 chart, the top 20 songs in the 805. And this week we dropped a new one. It's usually every Monday. You can tap the link in our Instagram bio to check it out. It's an interactive chart. I'm trying to upgrade it every week. So this week we added some new things. You can filter by hottest city on the chart, which is a new feature. Right now, Oxnard is killing it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But tap the link in our bio to check it out. 3BK Rue, it has been killing it. He's coming in number 1 again for the 10th week in a row. So shout out to 3BK Rue out of Oxnard. Over 23,000 views. You can actually tap on each song to get into the data. I'm not going to do that for every song, but I just wanted to show you that you could. Number 2, we got Trophy Kid with Camarillo, and number 3, we got Big Time Bake. The top 3 hasn't changed for the last 4 or 5 weeks, so shout out to those 3 artists. Connect the Coast in at number 4 with Rerun, so Rerun's still holding in strong in the top 5. Whack 05 at number 5 with Range Rover. Shout out to Captain and Foxy the Finesser out of Thousand Oaks for staying in the top 5. We got Enzam at number 6 with the setup. Rox Cunningham in at number 7 was still sliding. I think he's one of the only people repping Santa Barbara, so shout out to him. Casey Family moving up a spot to number 8 with Grind with the Mob, and he's the only person repping Grover Beach, so shout out to him. We got the Connected Coast with another one at number 9 with Babies featuring Mike Easy and Tweezy, so shout out to Mike Easy because he has 2 in a row on the charts, and he rounds out the top 10 with Got It On My Own. If you want to see the rest of the top, shout out to Key in at number 11 with Zell's Interlude. But if you want to see the full top 20, tap the link in our Instagram bio and you can dive into it yourself. I just wanted to give at least the top 10 artists on the coast their flowers while they can still inhale them. Shout out to all the artists.
Shout out to all you cats really repping your section. I really appreciate any artist that rocks really where they from. You know, not that you from Long Beach and claim LA, not that you from Lancaster or claim LA, or you from somewhere you not to jump on the bandwagon that you got to be a big place. Shout out to Oxnard, Santa Barbara, Grover Beach, whatever part of the 5 you from. I've always respected that, bro, because it's been a long running thing of fake it till you make it in the industry. So shout out to all y'all on the top 10, man, repping your sections, man. Keep your foot on their neck.
Hell yeah, well said. Well said. Kiki said her DMs are open. If y'all want to send her some titties, y'all can go ahead, ladies. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it's only one way out here. The women can like the titties too. So she said send her some. Big Mike said, hey, don't block his blessings, CC. I feel like there's enough titties to go around, so y'all do that. Keep them out of Connect the Coast DM. We try to keep it professional, family friendly over here. But y'all send them to CC, send them to Mike, send them directly to CC, send them directly to Mike.
You can send them to me too.
Hey, bro.
Don't send them to me. I don't want them.
I want them.
I'm gonna tell you, females, right now. I'm gonna make this nigga stand in the paint with me. Send them to that nigga too. Yeah, he like
Don't send
titties.
them. Don't send. I love titties. I don't want no parts of your social media titties. So bring them to me in real life, or
That would be
keep
a
them to yourself,
though.
or keep them to yourself.
Keep the titties. Send me the ass. I know it's Titty Tuesday, but I need
like
to see some cheeks, nigga.
Hey,
I
you
don't
know
even
what,
want to
bro?
see no
My whole
titties.
life I've been an ass man, but something clicked about like 10 years ago, cuz titties turned me the fuck on, cuz.
Come
Like,
on, man. I've been the
like
number one titty supporter for years,
I
and
already
years,
know,
nigga.
man.
I'm not only a client, I'm the player president,
Hey,
my nigga.
you didn't let me finish. I think it was the time when I first came home from the joint. Me and the Lord was downtown library having the titty ass conversation on the legendary porch. And that nigga was like, nigga, I'm a titty man. And I damn near went to Twitter that night and been hooked ever since, cuz. I
I'm
be looking
telling
at
you.
boobs, nigga.
Look, I have a theory. Niggas is gonna think I'm crazy, but this is my theory. I think because I always be like, it's crazy. I could be mid conversation talking about the most serious life or death situation, and if some titties come down the street, I won't even know in my conscious mind that that's happening, and my radar will just be like straight over to them, and I'll lose track of everything I was saying. And I see like a lot of people that happens to like everybody that's heterosexual, even if you're not heterosexual, that shit happens to everybody. Like you get distracted by these no matter what. And I was like, maybe God is gravity, and the only way you can actually see God is moving through other objects. So like you see gravity moving through the ocean and the waves. That's why niggas are mesmerized by the waves at the beach. You see gravity moving through ass cheeks and titties, and niggas are mesmerized by ass cheeks and titties and stopped in their tracks at all times. So maybe God is gravity and titties is the only way we can actually see God. And that's why niggas is obsessed with that shit. It's just my theory.
You sound fucking crazy.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. You don't sound crazy, cuz I understand my young right there, but I'm just saying, I've been like the Lord has seen my meltdowns. Like, I don't think you know, I didn't have legendary meltdowns. And once with the light switch is turned on, it's turned on, right? And I've seen a bitch flash me some titties downtown, and I come right out of that bullshit. Like, you see that rack on that bitch? Like,
what the fuck? This
it stop you dead in your tracks in a way nothing else will stop you dead in your tracks.
No, that gotta be God.
What else could it be? What else could it be?
Hey, I know for a fact it was God, because he stopped me from going to jail that night.
Oh my God, this nigga's crazy, dog.
Nigga, bitch flashed me some nice titties, some natural rats.
And God is gravity, dog.
Right out that bullshit. That's why I agree with the Lord. Is God sent titties to the earth to calm men down.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. He said God is gravity.
Yeah.
And the only way you can see God is through movement of gravity through objects. This nigga's fucking crazy. Fuck what y'all talking about. This nigga's nuts.
Hey,
he said I'm crazy, but he didn't say I'm wrong, my nigga.
Hey, you know that I've been fucking with my young for years, because the Lord my young too, right? I used to say that all the time. He crazy. But the more I fuck with him, I'm like, the nigga's not crazy.
No,
maybe
stop.
Maybe
hey,
hold on. Maybe you the crazy one, Mike. And recently, I've been really on this peaceful journey. I'm like, nigga, you might be the crazy one, and they not crazy, because it's really making sense now once I started calming down.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Respect gravity. Respect.
I see what he's saying. Though.
This nigga is crazy, dog.
Hey, before we hop off into it, right?
Queen 7, what's good? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream.
Whatever.
This nigga OG said sweater puppies.
I love that. That's the first time I heard that.
Oh, my bad. My OG in the chat was good. He said Yabos too. The Yabos and Yiddies. He gets it.
It's all about the cheeks, nigga. Where the cheeks at?
You still looking at that gravity. Gravity is what makes that clapping sound.
What makes that clapping sound is me. I'm making the clapping sound. I don't want you working for no gravity. I want me beating it up, nigga.
It's gonna even if they twerk it, it's gonna clap without you being there. It's the gravity. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Hey, today, bro. I see what the prosecution did with Diddy, bro. They finally, on day 7, got to something that got to do with the RICO Act, and it has to do with extortion. They put Cassie mom on the stand, and she testified that she took a loan out because Diddy had threatened to release one of the FO tapes, and she paid that man 20 bands. Boy, oh boy. It has took a turn for the worse, bro. This is going to be a long trial. I said, oh, I see what the prosecution did. They lied.
So that's extortion.
That's one of the charges that's inside the RICO Act. So, like, you know, up until now, they just have been proven that he's a controlling monster and should be convicted of domestic violence. But today, they really. So yesterday, the defense team argued to the judge that the line of questioning of all the witness is not proving nothing of what's inside the RICO charges. And the prosecution argued that we're leading up to it, right? The judge said he'll think about it, right? Today, once they put Cassie's mother on the stand, she really said something of a major a crime and a racketeering. So it's showing a pattern of what the prosecution is doing, leading up to paint the picture of this man, you know what I'm saying, in the public eye and to the jury, which is 8 men, 4 women. And today was evidence is her mother testifying that she took out a loan for $20,000 and paid Diddy to not release a tape. Now, the catch on the back end of that is the defense did not even cross-examine her. They did not even cross-examine her mom, as in, I don't know if she can prove that she did that, if there's some paperwork, but I haven't. That's just one part of the trial I caught today. So I'll wait to get more to inform you later. But yeah, that was the part that stood out to me today. And another thing that stood out to me today, it's reported, not confirmed, reported that Kid Cudi may be brought to the stand for the prosecution sometime this week.
I did see that. I mean, I think it's a very low chance of Cassie's mom perjuring herself, knowing the whole world is watching. So, 20 bands seems like a small amount, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that seems like a small amount to someone who has hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. To like what you said, yeah, it's true. But one thing me watching, like, for the defense to not cross-examine her, that might be a play in itself. Like Brian Steele and the other female, I'm forgetting the lawyer's name, the two top, he's the top defense in the nation. The female defense lawyer that he has, I'm not recalling her name, she's a top sexual defense lawyer in the nation. And them not cross-examining her tells me something else that they might have in a playbook for that whole, because, you know, at any time they can call her back to the stand just because they didn't cross-examine her today. You know what I'm saying? So there might be some, let's see if there's a paper trail on this loan. You know what I'm saying? You know, because they did not cross-examine.
I also wonder if that's going to change a lot of people's tunes, because I've been seeing a lot of people like jump out the window all of a sudden to defend Diddy, like just because of the first couple days of the trial. And I'm like, y'all niggas are the same niggas that was joking about the baby oil. Now you want to come to this nigga's defense. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people don't have the ability to be nuanced about this. I
don't think people have the ability to be the patient. Like, they just want to try and convict you right now. Like, that's just like, if I was to do something from my past and end up on the news right now, the whole world would be like, including my family, that nigga Mike's guilty. You know what I'm saying? So I know how this plays out, man. I want to see if a jury of his peers, 12 people, convict this man of RICO or some lesser charges, and let's see what happens. They're saying estimated 2 months. Let me just play it out. As that goes, I bring the information to Connect the Coast the days we do talk about the trial, not every day, of what's new and what's happening. That's all.
I feel
my personal opinion, up until today, the prosecution did a bad job of how they started their trial. But, you know, we'll see.
I feel that. Love Sid, thank you for joining. King XOXO, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Uno, you got anything to add? Because I don't want to talk about Diddy too long.
Nope.
I feel that. There we go. If you got anything to add, let us know.
All right. I'm gonna tell you niggas right now. If I bring up a subject and you niggas got this little foul ass attitude, I'm gonna show up at your doorstep, nigga.
It's a 2-month long trial. I need to see where this goes. It's too early. We're gonna be at this for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? I can't really form an opinion in the first 2 weeks. So, yeah. But I did think that they were building up to something. So, it looks like it's going that way. And I hadn't heard that part about Cassie's mom, so I definitely appreciate that update. I just don't have much to add to the conversation.
I want to see this, man. I want to see if Kid Cudi get on the stand and what he got to talk about.
Yeah, I want to hear details about this blowed up car. Like, I want to hear what was going on that day. You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna fuck my bitch, nigga. You ain't gonna fuck my bitch, nigga. You ain't gonna fuck one of my bitches. You fuck one of my bitches, I'm gonna blow your shit up, nigga. Keep
That's
playing
wild.
with me, nigga.
That's extreme.
You're lucky you wasn't in the car, bitch.
and the real sentence is you not gonna fuck my bitch without me being there. Because the problem ain't what niggas fucking is.
No,
the problem is he not there to see it.
You not gonna fuck my bitch.
Like I didn't choose you. I didn't choose you to do it.
You don't look like the niggas that I let fuck my bitch. The Punisher is niggas I let fuck my bitch. You, Mr. Cudi, don't look like the Punisher. You can't fuck my bitch, man.
That part. But definitely let us know what you think in the comments. I want to give a quick shout out to Braille, man, because I seen he did a show in Santa Barbara, and it was packed. It was super packed. It looked like it was at a Soul. Is it Soho? Soul Bites or Soul Bites
and Soho House.
What's his story, man? Do y'all know?
Who's
Braille?
No, I don't.
Because I be feeling like he be out the way, but he be on like he said he about to go on tour in Europe. I seen him on the news a couple times. I see every time Santa Barbara got some sort of festival, they be booking him. I know he be in and out of rap. You know what I'm saying? Doing his. He's a musician as well, but I just don't know a lot about him. And it looks like he has a organic following, and I'd be interested to know how he built it.
There's a bunch of those niggas though, because we don't know. Like, y'all know who Bryce Vine is?
No, I don't.
I've never heard that name until right now. What up, Ventura Taipa?
Yeah, like that nigga's from the coast, and that nigga's big as fuck. Like,
what's his name?
Bryce Vine.
What kind of music does he do?
He started rapping, but now he don't rap no more.
He's like a Ed Sheeran.
He like a what Kyle wants to be.
Got you. Is he black?
Yeah. He's
interesting.
Mixed.
Where's he from?
Westlake.
Okay.
But he's popping. Like he's like got the he's on tour, got the fan base, does the shows and like on the radio, his shit on Apple everywhere. Like, but there's a lot of those niggas.
But are they? So I guess what I'm trying to get to. Let me just stop pussyfooting around. Are these niggas the Chance the Rappers of this area? Is that what's happening, or like, is it a real like? Because I'm not questioning their talent, right? I think that I don't know Bryce Vine, and I think Braille is very talented. I play his music. I think he's talented. But we all know how Chance the Rapper got in the game.
Yeah.
Are they the Chance the Rappers of the coast?
I honestly think they're the Anderson Paaks. Like, I feel like to make it out of the coast, and correct me if I'm wrong, you got to make a certain type of song and a certain type of music and a certain type of you have to touch a certain demographic with your music. So I feel like all the artists that we're naming kind of fit that umbrella, really. Like, if you start doing like a little homework, they all sound very similar. I don't think it's the Chance thing, because Chance and Lizzo are like the plant of all plant, right? Like, so these niggas, I don't want to say they're plants. I just think they found their organic fan base within the coast fit, like, you know what I mean, in the realm of what they were doing in their sound.
Let me be clear about what I mean by Chance, because I don't think Chance is a plant. I don't think Lizzo is a plant. I just think, and I don't know much about Lizzo, so let me keep it to Chance.
Yeah.
I think Chance just was
You
What's up,
don't
the
think
spice?
you don't think Chance is a plant?
I don't think Chance is a plant. I just think Spicy Singer. What's good, Michael? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Y'all check out the Spicy Singer, man. He's killing it. I think Chance is just a rich kid who used his money to get into positions that other people couldn't get into. But when he got into those positions, he utilized. He did the right things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he got into the positions and then it was clear that he shouldn't have been there. I think talent wise, right? He's made questionable moves marketing wise, but talent wise, I think he can hang with the best. And but
For sure.
his money,
I don't think that puts you under plant.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's a plant. I just think he's a rich guy that used his resources to get ahead faster. My
I
question
feel like
is
that's a Russ. I feel like that's a Russ. I don't really put Chance
Russ
in that
fits in that
category.
Russ fits in that category too.
Even though I feel like, because I only feel like that, and I get what you're saying. I just feel like
whereas to me Anderson .Paak like was playing drums in the trenches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how he built his following. And then when he had his following as a drummer, it's like, oh, I can sing too. Oh, I can rap too. Oh, I can make beats too. And I know that trajectory. I don't know that about Braille. So I guess that's what I'm trying to see. Like, does anybody in the chat know, did he have that trajectory and I just didn't see it? Or, you know, being from Santa Barbara.
I think it's that. I think him being from Santa Barbara, he's the only artist that I know that's from Santa Barbara that touches Santa Barbara all the time. So he's built. I'm not necessarily thinking he's a rich kid either. I don't know, because I know Chance's mom is in the industry and then his dad's a pastor style politician. So like, I don't know if it's necessarily just the richness that got him into the industry, as more so as the connections. Yeah, the bread for sure helps, but his brother ain't in the same position. So that's why I'm just like, but he don't have as much talent. So
yeah, exactly. That's
he don't have as much talent. So
the moment mattered too. Like Chance had perfect timing. Like when Chance came out, that was a moment for that was the moment.
That was his moment. Yeah, like nobody else at that time was popping in 2013. He just did. I feel like, yes, did money come with a push of 10 days into the first project? Absolutely. But like, I don't think it was like the 250,000 that it cost. I think it was just like the relationship.
I mean, even when I say he has money, like, I mean, compared to other niggas in Chicago, Chance had money. You know what I'm saying? Chance had connections that other people had. And that's my comparison. And again, I'm asking the question. I don't know. Does Braille have more connections than the average person?
I think so.
On the coast. Because it's like, I seen this nigga on the news. I ain't never seen no other nigga on the news talking about music. If I see a rapper from the coast on the news, they talking about politics, hot dogs. They not talking about rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was talking about his music. And granted, it was for Juneteenth, but he was talking about his music. You know, so he got connects.
But he got connects. He got connects.
Either way, check him out. Shout out to him. He's about to go on tour in Europe. You know what I'm saying? I think he's doing his thing. And you know, and to see him, like, he headlined the show by himself.
But that goes kind of to the question you asked us the other day. I feel like this kind of goes in line with what you was talking about with the show you just went to this weekend. Like, they don't necessarily, like, would you want to would you want, because I don't think nobody in the chat said shit other than Victoria Typod. They said they just tried to interview him and he said no. So,
and that also to me like, that makes me think that he is in a position where he doesn't need to interact, because he doesn't interact. He doesn't hate. I've met him before. I've seen him on the streets in Santa Barbara, and he's very cool. Like, he knows what's going on. He's paying attention, but he does not interact with what's going on the coast. Like, he's always doing his own shows. He's, you know what I'm saying? But I think there's things that we can learn from him outside of what his resources are. That's why I'm bringing him up. That's why I'm talking about him. That's the only reason. So continue on.
I mean, I think it's a smart way. I mean, look, you can look at it from multiple views. You can look at it from
he figured it out, like figured out a way where he don't need the coast to help him succeed, which is why he's going on tour in Europe. I think part of that has to do with his booking and shit. And I mean, what type of artist do you want to be? I mean, you kind of have to look at, you just got to look at really and be truthful with who you want to be. He don't want to be considered a coast artist. He wants to be considered somebody that is global. So his whole thing is not to touch here. Like it's irrelevant if my numbers in Switzerland is that nigga. Like he's taking the 6ix9ine route. 6ix9ine blew up overseas before he blew up in New York. Even though he's from New York, it was making music in New York. He just went overseas, grew the fan base over there, came back over here with the Gummo, and now he's that nigga. But Gummo wasn't his first song. The nigga was making rock music with niggas in Ireland before he was ever doing rap shit with niggas in Bloods. I think he's just taking the route that is the smart route for you to look at him differently than you look at Anderson .Paak or who you can view that's come out the coast, I feel like. And I don't know if that's smart. I don't know if that's dumb. I think we'll see it in hindsight what it looks like. I think
yeah, because I don't want to get like I don't think he has made it out of the coast yet. I just think he has done a couple cool things that
no, it's the start. Hell, yeah. I mean, nobody. I mean,
I just want to make it clear to the audience in case to them they're hearing you say that he's doing these things and that it sounds like he's not made it out the coast yet. You know what I'm saying? But
that's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal.
That's definitely the goal, and he has done things that I don't see other artists do, which I respect in a way. But he should go on Ventura Tide Pod. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Just like he should come on here. So. But we've been talking and that might happen. So check out Braille. I just wanted to give him a shout out for that show. Should we do D-Lo? Should we talk Boss Man D-Lo? Yeah. Do we have opinions about this?
What's that nigga knew he was talking to a man. What else?
What is there to talk about?
Yeah, he like men, bro.
He has D-Lo in his name, so I just wasn't shocked to me. Like he's in the name. So
that nigga like dick.
He got caught red-handed. You can't.
I don't know why niggas choose to do this though. I will say this and on this, and then we can move on. Niggas choose when they want to cancel a nigga, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
For sure. It's selective outrage.
Because the nigga was just caught DMing a fucking 14-year-old little girl, and nobody said shit last year. Ain't nobody say a goddamn thing.
I didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Exactly my point. Like that's my point. Nobody says shit. Nobody hears it. Nobody talks about it. But a nigga want to fuck a tranny, then now niggas like, oh my god, cancel this nigga. Like this shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. I did not hear about the 14-year-old.
I didn't hear about the 14-year-old neither. Like I don't. You niggas know off the top. I don't play with that shit. But
I'm gonna just go ahead and throw an allegedly out there just for the channel's sake. But yeah,
I mean, that's all alleged, nigga. But nigga, it's nigga, you got caught DMing. The same thing with this bitch. It was just got caught with a 14-year-old. Like I don't know. I was like, let's like cancel niggas for shit we should cancel niggas for, and not cancel niggas because we're disgusted personally with something. Like I think if you're gonna cancel what the baby was canceled for, all right, for sure, I get it. But maybe we probably should have canceled the nigga when he shot the nigga twice. He shot a nigga at Walmart. We probably should have canceled the murderer then. But hey, fuck it, we're up with it. Yeah. And now we want to cancel the nigga when the nigga said an HIV shit. It's just we selective choose.
We're not selective. We made it very clear. Gay shit is where we draw the line. It's not selective. It's very clear and crystal cut.
I didn't want to say
niggas draw the line at gay shit.
I ain't got time for them to keep talking about, oh, Mike's homophobic. I didn't want to say it, but it's cutting clear where the line is drawn.
That's crazy.
Look at all the shit academics that did, and now niggas talking about fighting them because he said fuck the West Coast. What come on, cuz like
that's crazy.
Nigga, you's a bitch, nigga, and I can't fuck with you, and you can't get money, and you can't support your family no more because you like taking dick in the ass.
Yeah. Like, nigga, you don't gotta be there when I do
You
it.
me. What the
Yeah, like you're not even in the
that
room.
shit
Where
is
you
crazy.
like,
That shit.
yeah,
You
I
like
don't
getting sucked up by niggas? What?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Do you like
I
my
really,
song or do you not, nigga?
Yeah.
Do you want to boss up your life, nigga, or not?
I think it's the thing with
weirdest thing.
these so-called tough niggas is like, you tricked me into liking your music. No, nigga, you like the music. He didn't trick you. You just don't like his sexual preference. Look, nigga, like, tell the truth, nigga. Like the Lord said, it's D-Lo in his name. What you thought it stood for?
Right? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But I think that's a good transition, y'all. So it's a brand new East Coast, West Coast beef brewing. It started when Joey Badass, decided to comment on the state of the West Coast because Kendrick is up right now. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he took a trip to LA and turned on Power 106 because that is the Kendrick Lamar station. That's all you hear 24 hours a day. So I'm assuming he might have heard some shit out in LA. But he said he took a classic Jay-Z line in his song. It says too much West Coast dick licking. And that just set it off. Right. Rayvon, I think, was the first to jump out the window, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just been back and forth ever since. And more people from the East and West Coast keep jumping into this battle.
Daylight was first.
Yeah. So Daylight was first, but
So
it's
Joey
now
Badass,
it's like
Daylight, Rayvon, bunch of niggas.
And the list goes on, and now it's turning into an East Coast versus West Coast thing. That's how it's kind of being marketed. And everybody's saying it's good for hip hop, but I just think it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I'm just not interested in it, to be 100% honest. Like, I'm not that interested in it. I do think Joey is shining. Personally, if I had to pick who's shining the most, I think Joey is shining the most. I think it's a good marketing play for Rayvon because I would have never heard of him if it wasn't for this. So, I mean, he's making some noise. But I think I don't know. He's just, he might be jumping a little bit out of the window to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Rayvon?
Yeah, to me. Like, he's just, I don't know. I'll tell you why, but I want to hear what my brothers think first. Like, what's your opinion? Are you interested in this? And if so, like, is it good for hip hop? And who's up right now in the battle?
Go ahead, Gay.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention, but when you guys put it in the group chat, when Uno put it out, I'm like, let me go check it out. I think Joey is handling himself very well. Very well. Rayvon, since I'm a TDE fan, I've been on who Ray is. I see where it's coming from. I seen where it was coming from on his press run. He's been back on Fig. He's been on the Apollo. I've seen this coming. You know what I'm saying? He's voiced it heavy of how he don't care what Absol got going on or none of the other members. He like, you know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at with Joey. Is it good for hip hop? Yeah. As long as you just keep it rap, am I paying attention to it? Not really. When I really jumped into it because it was brought to me by my brothers, and I'm really digging when AZ Chike jumped in. I was like, let me see what AZ talking about. And that's the one I really like. But as long as you just keep it like that, and then I came across a post before we came on here because we were talking about it, right? How hip hop is looking at it, and I was looking at all the tweets from different artists from the East and the West. It ain't nothing. But once again, the pissing contest of men. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing. And at this point, Joey is handling it very well. You know what I'm saying? You niggas hopping out in the streets with the nigga like he can't rap. The nigga can rap. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that girl said on the pod. That nigga Joey, yum, 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 yum. And he munching through shit. He munching through shit.
For real.
Yeah, like before Uno get to it, like me being my age, I beam in on one nigga. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm not like that them Joey bars I pay attention to. He got bars. It's like a core MC. This Rayvon, oh man, come on, cuz, sit down somewhere, nigga. It's like that little dog. You remember Butch and the little dog in the cartoon?
Yes.
And Kendrick just on tour, chilling, doing pop-ups. You run around here barking. And that dog always, that little dog always gets the shit kicked out of him. Like, nigga, shut your little
that
ass
part.
up. So
that part, and I feel like I just feel like he gonna say something and get that drop kick, and it's just all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the nigga who sparked the battle ain't taking it that serious, and you over here like this is your lifeline right now. But Uno, what's your thoughts on this shit?
So I rated every song on Twitter. I was going through Twitter. So I wasn't interested in this shit. I've been seeing this shit for like a month now. And I ain't click on one song. This nigga Key posted something on his story yesterday about, I think it was one of the Joey joints or one of the joints he posted. And I was like, man, this nigga Key posting this shit. I'm like, man, let me see what this nigga talking about. And then I went on Twitter and then it just happened, you know, your phone be listening to you and your thoughts. So I go on Twitter and it's all over my feed. That's it. Niggas talking about this shit. So I'm like, all right, nigga, let me peep. So I peep and I'm like, all right, I seen the Red Bull clip going, but I ain't click on it. I just heard Big Sean verse. So I was like, all right, let me start from the beginning and go through. So I did that. And I'll tell y'all my ratings if y'all cool with it. And it's kind of give you a summary of what I think so far of the battle. Joey Badass first song, The Ruler's Back, I gave that a 7 out of 10. Daylight's song, his first song, I gave that a 5 out of 10. Ray Vaughn's first song, I felt like it was the best song from the whole shit. So I gave that an 8 out of 10. Not the whole shit so far, just the first 3 songs. I don't necessarily agree with y'all. I low-key feel like in the first half, Ray Vaughn was sliding that motherfucker, to be honest with you. Like, I felt like he slid his joint, and then that Impossible Burger shit was trash. I gave that a 4 out of 10. Daylight been trash to me. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, niggas was gassing Daylight. I'm not really a big battle rapper nigga. So
I don't understand the hype with him. I don't get it. I do not get it,
bro. Like, they be talking like this nigga the boogeyman, bro. And I'm like, listening to this shit, I'm like, this nigga sucks, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you, not to interrupt you. I'm gonna tell you what I've always been with Daylight. It was his antics. You can't, like, it's like Charleston White. I don't give a fuck what good shit you say. As soon as you do some weird shit, you in the weird category. So all that shitting on stage. Diddy's my boyfriend. I used to fuck Drake, nigga. You over there. That's where you at. You know, I don't
see. That's extra.
Like, bro, y'all remember that's what he's known for, the antics. And then
I don't know nothing about that nigga.
Oh yeah, so
other than he was a battle rapper and niggas give him praise,
and all that came from that. All that came from battle rap. But my bad interrupting you, bro. Because
I agree with you. Key says Joey's aiming for Dot. He won't get him, so Ray is the closest he's gonna get. And it reminds people that he's just a backpacker. To remind people he's not just a backpacker. Ray dropped an album, so it's easy play for promo. What up, Graham? Thank you for joining. Please share the stream. And then Key also says, Joey got Loaded Lux yesterday to tag them in, and Joey hopped on a hit 'em up flip today. I did see that. I didn't listen to those.
Yeah, so I gave Ray Vaughn an 8 out of 10, which was the best song out of the 3. Joey Badass next song I gave a 4 out of 10. I gave CJ the Fly. This nigga hopped in. I don't know who the fuck he is. That nigga got a 5 out of 10. Then Daylight came back, 3 out of 10. Ray Vaughn came in with that Impossible Patty. That shit was 4 out of 10. That was the weakest shit. I was like, at first, because I'm like, this nigga Ray Vaughn sliding. And he dropped that shit. I'm like, this shit ass. Joey Badass came back with Pardon Me. That's a 6 out of 10. And then Daylight ass with the backpack, 2 out of 10. Ray Vaughn on the Just Incredible, that nigga spazzed. That second beat, that nigga went nuclear. And I was like, he not really in the beginning, it's just who can rap the best? Like who's the best rapper? So off of that, I was like, nah, this 9 out of 10, because this nigga spazzing. Then Joey came back with the Big Sean and Absol joint. I gave Red Bull joint. I gave that a 5 out of 10. And because all them niggas was ass to me, I felt like all they verses was trash. Big Sean doubling I felt like that was bullshit. And then Ray Vaughn came back with Whole Air, which was I classify as the first diss song because it was the first time a nigga name dropped a nigga. Like everybody was just like subtweeting, and if it caught, it caught. But the whole era was the first song where it was like, nah, fuck that nigga. And I was like, okay. For that, Rayvon, I was like, nah, nigga jumped off the porch. So I gave that a 7 out of 10 just because he was the first one to say, fuck these niggas. Like, you, Joey, fuck you. And I was like, no, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. So, and then Joey came back with the finals and put the whipping. I felt like that nigga was Django in this nigga with the whip on that joint.
Damn,
that nigga slayed that nigga,
slave terminology.
That nigga slayed that nigga on that one. So that nigga, I get that nigga a 9 out of 10, which was the highest out of all the songs so far that I've heard. Reason jumped in, and this is where I got a fucking problem. This is where I got a problem. From that point on, once Reason jumped in, every West Coast nigga decided I'm Kendrick. Every nigga decided I'm a rap like Kendrick. I'm a rap on Kendrick's beats.
That's why I don't even like hearing Rayvon.
I'm like, yo, this shit. But Rayvon was cool in the beginning because he wasn't Kendrickin'. Like he was.
To me, he kind of was. I mean, he wasn't, but he was to me. But can we get to, because we don't have that much time. Can we get to the bottom of something? Because real quick though, just dropped in the chat. He said, "Nah, Daylight is crazy. Go watch that Light versus Tay Rock battle." And he says, battle rappers don't make good songs to me. And then you said you think Rayvon spaz. So how do we define spaz? Like, what is a spaz? What is a verse where someone spazzes to you? Like what?
To me, it went good when you start. Every rapper or any nigga that's played any sport knows this. It's called getting hot. And when you get hot, like it's in basketball, like you can't miss. Like if you watch Soul, they call it the Zen. Like when you just go to that Zen spot and that shit, you just in your bag. I felt like when he rapped on the second joint, like on the Just Incredible joint, there's a zen in there where he's just in a whole bag that rarely a few artists can get to, where they rapping. Not only are they rapping about something, but the beat low-key becomes non-existent. Like the beat low-key is just like not there. Like, so you hear the beat, but you really like listening to him. And then when that happens, it's like, to me, I feel like on rapping, it's when you God level. Like that's when you spazzing. So I felt like on that second beat in the Just Incredible joint, he hit that. Like the first beat, he was catching it. He still bodied it, but he was catching it. That second beat, he was in that groove, and everything that nigga was saying to me was just hitting. I was like, I got goosebumps. I'm sitting there like, stealth. I've only did that probably like 3 times this whole battle. Like, oh, hold on, this nigga slided. And that was that. And I was like, oh, no, this. Then the third beat was all right. Like, I was like, yeah, you shouldn't have did the third beat. But that second one, I was like, nah, this nigga went nuclear on that joint.
Is there anything like specifically that, because a lot of the things you said, I know what you're talking about, right? And I know the feelings you're talking about. But just for the listeners who maybe they don't record, maybe they don't play sports. But I'm saying, like, is there anything specifically he said or did that you can recall that is an example of that?
No, because what you're talking about, but that all resonates to who you are as a person, right? Like, I can't tell somebody in the chat this bar in this spot. Body work. Like I can't do that because I don't even do that. I can't do that with nobody, really. I really can't do that with nobody where I can pull up lines that maybe register in me for good captions. Like my ego's so big I can stand there and speed on and still look at like a fucking hero. But I would never tell a nigga, hey, that bar, that's when that nigga was on that shit. But it was the whole 8-bar stanza in the Glory verse from Kanye, where you're like, oh, nah, this nigga's floating on some different shit. Like, I just feel like for the listeners, when you get goosebumps. For the artist, I feel like it's when you're sitting there and you're trying to pick apart why he like, oh nigga, I couldn't emulate this even if I wanted to. Like when you get that is when I feel like a nigga spazzing.
Hey, you ain't
Ventura
heard.
Tide says I have to hear this song. Go ahead, Big Mike.
You haven't. I'm asking Uno. Have you heard any of the two that Chike entered in there?
I heard the one Chike.
The one with the dog pound beat.
What would you do? What would you do or whatever?
That's the one I was asking you. Have you heard it? Because that's my favorite one. And hold on, to go into this, your recap, I totally agree with. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like
I totally agree with it. So when you said I don't agree with y'all about Ray Vaughn, I like how you said it, and then you came back to the Just Incredible, right? But I stick to what I'm saying about Ray Vaughn because he's still like that little dog. Now, reason I don't even want to talk about him. He's a dropout. You know, like you when you're in the pen and you drop out. That's because you a dropout. You shouldn't have said nothing. You shut up. You be hey Lord, how you used to do him when you on the side laughing? Hey nigga, what the fuck you laughing at? You know what I'm saying? That's you reason. But when I was back to what I was asking you, what would you do is my favorite, and it's because let me just be biased.
I know why it's your favorite, nigga.
It's that dog pound beat. But
I mean, that's my favorite Dog Pound song of all time.
Bro, but
sure.
when he say I'm rotating my shoulders, he said just warming up. He said Ray get some, I get some. I said, oh, here that. That's the type of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm biased because I watched Tyke go from with Rucci and One Take J to where he at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Tyke is much of like Tyke is like the Ed Hardy of rap in the sense to me, like where you know that nigga will put his name on any show or anything. You know what I'm saying? You get that nigga 1,500. I don't know if it's like that now because he's on another level for sure. But like 6 months to a year ago, you get that nigga $1,000. That nigga gonna be in the dingiest show on stage.
It's different now. You're right, and I totally agree with you.
Which I didn't. I think that diluted his brand. You know what I'm saying? That kind of made me not want to listen to him because he let some sucker ass niggas leverage his name. That I'm just like, yo, nigga, like I don't want nothing to do with you if you associate me with
that nigga. No, I ain't gonna cap. I thought the same way.
But he has leveled up though. He has leveled up. So I'm not gonna hate on him on that.
To answer your question, I gave him a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
And I felt and
you know
I rarely gave my opinion. I only gave my opinion on a few things. Yeah. So I gave my opinion on that. So it was a 6 out of 10.
Okay, that's what I was asking for.
I felt like the first half, the nigga spazzed. And then the second half, that nigga ran out of spit. And I was like you ran out of spit on the first song, nigga. You don't even need to jump on this beat, nigga. Like you could have just stayed at home.
Second half, but yeah, see, we got different tastes, but yeah, I thought he.
And the bar you said was the first half, though. Like,
yeah, but then the second half, I said, well, I didn't even get to the second half. I know what he said in the second half. You know what I'm saying? But it's good.
40's in the chat. Thank you for joining, Mark 40. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. And he says Reason got the best disc on the West Coast. That's wild. But 40, do let me know in the chat how you define, like how would you categorize when a rapper actually spazzes? And this is my problem with all these battles, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, but especially this battle, is that everybody has a different threshold for what spazzing is, right?
Yes.
And I'm more inclined to listen to I'm over, nigga. If I haven't known you for over 10 years and you cannot rap, I do not want to hear your opinion on when a rapper spaz. Like, quick, I love you, my nigga, to death.
Listen, hold on. You should do that with artists. You should do that with artists, though, bro, because music is a personal preference, bro.
What did Quick say?
100%. 100%. Just like
let me finish. No, nigga, you've told me that many a times, nigga. You don't rap, but you also have respected my opinion, right? Like I would never question you. Like I can't tell you.
That's why he said over 10 years.
But if I haven't known you over 10 years to get a sense of what you like, then I don't want to hear what you're talking about.
But when it comes to hip hop, bro, and true b-boying and MCing, like I put you in that category, right? But you know what type of rap I like. But you know what I started off on, right? I can't tell you when none of these hip hop niggas spaz. But if you come to me and say, "Hey, Mike, what verse you ever thought Mac Dre spazzed on?" or E40 or Maji, I'm gonna go right to the song. This one the nigga got off. So that's why I disagree with what you just said. That's all I was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can take you to what I have embedded myself in, you know what I'm saying? My favorites, Nipsey, Mitchie Slick, you know what I'm saying? You, EIE, even my personal favorites, you know what I'm saying? This one the nigga spaz. So that's why I don't agree with that what you said. You can't tell me, if you're not qualified to tell me when a nigga spaz. You know what I'm saying?
No, but what I'm saying is, to me, you're proving my point because I have known you long enough to know. Like that's why to me, I
trust. Don't laugh at me again.
You're not listening. I tried to help you earlier. You're not listening.
I trust your opinion because I know you. I've known you long enough to hear your opinions, right? And so I know you have good musical taste, even though you don't rap. And I've known you over 10 years. It takes that long for me to trust somebody's opinion, honestly.
So if my bad, I wasn't listening. Oh no.
So
my bad.
if I haven't,
not qualified, it turns up. No. Y'all gonna listen to me? I'm qualified, bitch.
if I haven't known you for 10 years and you don't rap, I personally, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't trust your opinion on music. I'm sorry. Like, and it's because, like, for instance, Reason, I can tell you, I agree with you, Uno. It's hard to say when somebody is spazzing, but I can tell you when I don't think they're spazzing. And Reason, I mean not Reason, Daylight too, but what's the other one? Rayvon does all the things that qualify as not spazzing to me, which is his flow. He'll do a mediocre flow. He'll do a mediocre flow with like 1,000 punchlines back to back that are average ass punchlines. Like it ain't
You didn't like the Just Incredible joint?
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was terrible, but I thought he had 1,000 back to back punchlines that were just hella mid. Whereas he could have had a crazier flow and just like a few key place punchlines that were heavy, and I think he'd do way more damage. But he has this face. That's why I said it's giving Joey crack energy, because he has this face
like murdering that joint,
bodying this shit, and I'm like, nigga, you are a 6 at best, my nigga, at best. And and to me, it's not even him; it's all the gassing around him. It's like he is the Khonshu. For those who don't know who Khonshu is the avatar for Moon Knight. He's the moon god of the moon, and Moon Knight is his avatar. I feel like he is the Moon Knight for mediocrity right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like that's Daylight. Daylight shit ass, nigga.
Daylight's a whole
doodle. This shit
Daylight to me is
worst shit I'm hearing, bro. And I'm thinking he's trolling. I'm thinking that this nigga's trolling because of how much
you hear what you
I
said?
know. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Everyone's done gassed this nigga like he's Jehovah himself, nigga. Yahshua the man. And he is trash, nigga.
He ain't it to me.
Hey, can I answer that nigga real quick though? Can I answer him? No, he did not, bro. That was a bop.
Nah, he didn't.
That was a West Coast bop. No, I can say that the biggest Kendrick fan here. That's why I wanted to answer it before these two niggas got to it.
What did he say? I'm sorry. What did he say? I missed it.
He said, I'm gonna let you get to the chat. He said, did Kendrick spaz on Night Like Us on any part of the song? Did he spaz? And I'll jump my boundaries because this is your show and I'm a co-host.
No, you're right though. You're right though.
The biggest
Kendrick he did not.
Here will say this. No, he did not spaz. It was a
not
bop.
on that. Not
it
on
was
that.
a bop.
Not on that.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna
tell you what he spazzed on.
Not on
he
that.
spazzed on Meet the Carters and Euphoria. The rest of that shit was
no. The only song I think can.
On
let me hear y'all. Let me hear y'all.
The Meet the Grams. That nigga spazzed on that.
That's what I just said. Meet the Grams.
I don't think he spazzed on any of those. I think Kendrick spazzed on "Don't Kill My Vibe" remix. That is a Kendrick spazz to me.
Okay.
That to me is like
after Hove done came in and washed you up. You came in with the let me get you back.
Personally think, and this is hard for me to say, but it's true. I think Kendrick
because he
washed Hove.
But that's because he went. Now I know, but I'm saying he had to. He sent. Hove surprised him with that, and then he went in. So I'm like, yeah, of course.
But I think even if Kendrick went first with that verse, I still think he washed us. Like that was a spaz to me. Like cadence and bars.
Yeah.
That's Kendrick at his finest to me.
All right, so
It's
what's
Don't
Drake's
Kill My Vibe.
spaz? What's Drake's spaz?
I feel like Drake got a lot of spazzes to me. But Drake be spazzing in a swag way more than the lyric. Like he'll hit you like Drake don't never have like a back to back spaz. Actually, in the intro, there's an intro verse he did in the Sexy Songs for You where he spazzed. I don't know if it's Give Me a Hug. I think it's Give Me a Hug. There's an intro where the beat changes after. And Drake spazzed on that shit.
As the nigga that used to be fuck with Drake, I think he spazzed on the song. What was the one where he
but I think he also spazzed on Sick of These Niggas.
What was the one where
Rid of these niggas.
Spaz.
Nah, that nigga spazzed on Family Matter. That second
Family Matters too.
That second beat, that 20v1 where he started going at everybody on that drill.
Yeah.
That nigga spazzed on that
joint. Push-ups?
No, the second, that Family Matters. Okay. But what's the one with what's the one that got no burn with Young Thug that came out?
Not Katie and Rhythm, not.
But yeah, in that batch,
in that batch,
he spazzed on that shit for sure.
40 says like, so when we say spaz, right, and you listen to shit, right, like I don't think a lot of niggas understand words. So that's where we had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like. All
right, boom.
I really don't think a lot of niggas understand words. Okay, listen. We all from the West Coast, right? But we all come from different backgrounds. So the reason that Kendrick touched me the way it did is I come from a similar background as him. So when he's using these slangs and these terms like other niggas don't know, like whipping feet, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, extortion, this other shit, it hits a little different to me than the average person listening to it. Because he's coming from a place that I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like if a lot of these terms come from the streets, come from prison, come from gang culture, you know what I'm saying? Come from my mother's from Compton, you know what I'm saying? Have my family from right there. So when you don't understand these words, like I understand why I might not resonate with something that where I'm not from and I'm trying to learn, but I more gravitate to the shit that I'm not accustomed to, but I resonate with, you know what I'm saying? That I can digest, like, okay, I understand it. But when you don't understand words and how they're formed in these raps and how they're punching them in, then it goes over a lot of people's heads, and then those people say they're not spazzing. So I understand these two as artists and saying they spazzing, and looking at Mark 40 in the chat and saying it could be the cadence, it could be the vibe, and then so you have these different opinions, you know what I'm saying, of what's spazzing and what's not. Because there's been times that people said, oh man, that nigga Eminem watched Jay-Z on that. And I go like this, no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't watch him on Blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
so he didn't watch that nigga on Renegade?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You don't think he watched Home on Renegade?
I don't.
Y'all both don't think he watched Home on Renegade?
Absolutely not.
None of the verses you feel like Eminem watched Home on Renegade.
No,
None of the verses.
No.
Both verses, you felt like Hope kicked his ass.
No, I feel like he didn't watch him. I felt like
Who won?
Jay-Z.
I think Hove has the better verse, but
thank you. That's what I
think. Yeah. I think M wrote the beat better, but the shit he's saying ain't as dope as the shit Hove is saying to me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think?
40. Let me get to 40 real quick because he been waiting. And so 40 says, damn, I missed the gang one. He says, it's like Uno says, it's a thin line between knowing where they're going and something being extremely witty as well as riding the beat. There's a lot of different definitions though. Real quick though, says Tay Rock versus Daylight. Then talk to me about bars. 40 says Mac Dre make you mine. Dre was spazzing. And real quick though, says I understand you though. 40 says Sci-Hi on the leak. Sci-Hi to Prince be spazzing 90% of the time. If you want to know what spazzing is, 90% of the time Sci-Hi to Prince is rapping, that nigga is spazzing. That's
that nigga got his back against the wall every time that nigga rapping. That nigga rapping like that's the last time that nigga go rap.
If you gonna say that, they voice the 5'9", but let him go up there on the leakers. Nigga,
yeah, that's true. Royce the 5'9" too.
I actually like
40
Royce
says I'm with Sanctus. Real quick though, says did Kendrick spaz on Not Like Us? Okay, so we got to that one. 40 says yes, because nobody thought he was going to come at Drake like that. It was the minor line was witty and funny. That's what I'm saying. Spazzing is different definitions, but that's my point. Like spazzing can't be different definitions, and that is my point. And that is my irritation with the game right now. is that we cannot do this shit for the culture. For if we want the culture to survive, we cannot do this shit where it's your truth, my truth. There has to be one truth, and then judge by that standard. Or the culture is just not going to be the culture.
On Sin, I had a good verse. Harris had a great verse. Islam had a great verse. Mark spazzed. So that's where I like. To me, I feel like there's good like, to me, bars wise, I don't feel like it matters what the fuck your cadence or your like. It's just that feeling. Like when that feeling hits, like goosebumps. Like when you get goosebumps, you can't tell me. I can't say because I like this song that nigga spaz. No, that nigga might have said some shit that was hard, or I liked the song. It was a vibe. I feel like spazzing, rapping. You gotta rap to spaz and rapping. I don't even think you could spaz as a singer. Like. I mean,
I think you can. I think you definitely can.
I feel like I just
Lord,
say like
no.
that bitch.
Lauren Hill,
I just
his
say
eyes
that
on
bitch
the
can
sparrow.
go.
Sister Act 2, she spazzed, my nigga.
Here we go.
Spazzed.
Here we
she
go.
Spazzed. But this is my point. I think that so I'm not saying that you shouldn't have different opinions and different things give different people goosebumps. I know this, right? Music is subjective. I get that. But there is a sweet spot where somebody can say something so dope that no matter what type of music you listen to, no matter what type of person you are, it gives you goosebumps. And that, to me, that sweet spot where it doesn't matter if you like Kendrick, Drake, Timmy Tom, it doesn't matter, nigga.
It don't matter.
It hits you and it gives you those goosebumps. That is the sweet spot of spazzing. To me, if you're not in that spot, it could be good, but you're not spazzing. You feel what I'm saying? Like everyone has to feel it. It can't be just personal to you. That a spaz is when everybody feels it. And that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That nigga real quick though. Shot. Oh, this nigga shooting lugs now.
I don't know.
Hold on. 40 says, my favorite one is when he said Kendrick just opened his mouth. That was a spaz. Clowning. Real quick though says, okay, when I say spaz, I mean when they leave Earth. The tone of voice has something to do with it too. This is a dope one to disagree on. There battle rap spaz, and then there's killing beat spaz. I'm done. I think there's only one type of spaz. So much so that the way niggas felt about Lil Wayne, I never felt that shit ever. I didn't like the Carter. I didn't like the Carter 2. I didn't like none of that shit until that nigga went on No Ceilings and spazzed, and everybody thinks that nigga spazzed on No Ceilings. There's no one alive that does not think he spazzed on No Ceilings.
You and that's grab what I'm talking about. Off that bit. Is that the ice cream paint job one?
Yes.
That nigga slid that bitch, nigga. That nigga spazzed the fuck out
to a degree. Sure. And you know what else everybody fucks with? I am the beast. Feed me rappers and feed me beats, nigga. He spazzed on that shit. Nobody likes DJ Khaled now, nigga. But back then, Wayne made niggas like Wayne spazzed so hard that DJ Khaled became cool, my nigga. Like, that's spazzing. Like, where I don't even give your shit a second thought, but I have to listen to your shit. I can't ignore it. Because even if I'm not a fan, you spaz. That is spazzing.
I feel like Ludacris spazzed on Last of the Dying Breed.
Factual.
I feel like he spazzed on that joint.
I feel like Andre 3000 slid spaz on I'm Sorry.
I feel like that nigga spazzed on everything.
On a couple joints.
I feel like that nigga spazzed on everything. I feel like
not everything, but like I agree with you.
But the wedding song, that nigga spazzed on the bun beat.
That nigga spazzed. All them niggas went crazy. But that nigga bodied them.
But I can never get away from my nigga Pimp C on that motherfucker. That's like Pimp C.
And he also spazzed.
Yeah.
But that's my point, yo. That's my point. Hold on, let me get to what real quick though say, because they say you're talking shit in here. Real quick, I can agree with you there, Uno. To me, King and Mzom spaz, we all did. 40 says, listen to Sin, that's spaz. It's true though. There's some spaz moments on there. Quick though says, Uno, if you rapped how you talk, then I would say
That's what I was
I
saying.
don't get what that means. What does that mean?
40 says Julius talking that shit.
What
Get
does
your
that
shit
mean?
off.
What does that
Wayne
mean?
on that mixtape with Jules Santana. That's when
What does
I
that
was a Wayne
mean?
Man, you
believer.
know the nigga think he's funny,
6'7".
bro. And he put the laughing emoji.
I don't know what that means.
I just throw my hands up, man.
I ain't even gonna guess. I'm gonna let real quick though figure that out. But this is my point. Do we agree with this? Because I think that's where my frustration comes in. Can we agree that spazzing cannot be an objective definition? It has to be a concrete. Everybody has to agree, or it's not spazzing.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree, bro.
I think if you are a fan of hip hop, then I can see what you say. I get what you mean.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not saying if it's not spazzing, it's trash. I'm not saying that. But I think
saying
spazzing
this only for niggas that listen to hip hop, or are you saying this for?
I'm saying people who are in the culture. I understand why people who are outside of the culture say what they say.
Okay,
They don't count to me. But if we're in the culture, we need to agree on what spazzing is to me.
That I just feel like it's so subjective because there are verses that from particular artists that I feel like niggas think they're spazzing and I don't think they're spazzing. So I wouldn't say, but I can't say I don't think you're not spazzing. I don't think you're not spazzing, but I wouldn't tell that person that nigga ain't spazzing. Like if you felt like he was sliding, like for sure. But I don't know. That's why I say it's hard. Cause like, all right, give me a verse from. Name me somebody that spazzed on a verse. Give me something that you felt like.
I think Hov spazzed on a lot of verses. I think Wayne is spazzed on a lot of verses.
Give me a song and an artist. Like give me a song and an artist, or you're like that, like Last and Dying Breed, like I did with Ludacris. Like give me one of those where you'll be like that nigga spazzed.
Jay-Z has a freestyle on Funkmaster Flex and Big Cap's second album. Where he goes nuts, and that verse actually ended up on Lil Caesar's solo album, but Jay spazzed on that. He said, "Flow sick of every record, Glock 9, watch mine, dog, heavy necklace, gotta shine. I'ma make niggas very jealous. Ice on every letter, untouchable. You can't fuck with dude. Gun spit, arm shake. Like that shit is from 30 years ago, and I remember that shit. I think DMX spazzed on Get At Me, Dog." Spazzed, I think. Like, especially the first time you ever hear something like that, that nigga spazzed. I just feel like those are moments where we all can agree that is spazzing. I'm not saying if it's not spazzing, it's whack. I'm just saying everybody says everything is legendary. Everybody says everything is spazzing. We're very hyperbolic, and that makes
T Grizzly's first day out is spazzing.
Yeah,
it's spazzing. I think that was spazzing. 100% that qualifies. 100%.
Hey, that Pimp C on that murder. I'm Pimp C, bitch. So what the fuck is up? I'm putting that shit, nigga. Yeah.
But that to me, this is my point. This shit is not subjective. We are all agreeing on these, so it can't be subjective because nothing. All these other things.
I think it's the feeling more than something you can say. Like it's true bars, it's flow. Like I don't think it's simple as doing that.
What I'm saying is, if it's not giving everybody that feeling, then it's not spaz. If it's just giving you that feeling. It's not spazzing.
That's what you like.
That's just what it's spazzing to you, fine. But it's not globally
now, I see
spazzing.
what you're saying, because if Juvenile 400 Degrees comes on, niggas lose their mind, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's 100%.
Like everybody's gonna lose their mind. Everybody. It's not gonna be a subjective thing.
So
that's what makes a hit.
But do you think a hit is a spaz?
I think they're not mutually exclusive. So you can have someone spazzing on something that's not a hit, for instance, or you could have a hit where someone spazzed. Like I think a great example of that is Nate Dogg, Mos Def, Pharoah Monch. That was a #1 record, and Pharoah Monch fucking spazzed on Oh No like spaz something crazy on Oh No, and it was a hit record.
Even Andre 3000 with Players Anthem. That's
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Yep.
Meek Mill's Dreams and
Meek
Nightmares.
Mill's
That's
Dreams
one.
and Nightmares,
Yeah.
also a spaz. That's what I'm saying. Like, these are collectively cultural moments of spazzing. Like,
Sometimes
it
the
ain't
hit
no
is a
two. It ain't
spaz,
no
but
two questions about it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with 40 too.
Lil Wayne rep my hood spaz. Casey Family says it's subjective. I just said why I think it's not subjective. 40 says DMX spaz was like an energy spaz, but because not on Stop Being Greedy and on Money, Power, Respect. That nigga was barred up, and on 4321. That nigga was spaz. He spazzed on
really the biggest DMX fan. I was never really
4321. That nigga spaz, bro. For real, spaz. Cannabis, second round knockout, spaz. 40 says that's why it's subjective. If it's feeling, it's subjective. You're not gonna convince everybody. Mama GC says Meek Mills, and 40 says sometimes a hit is a spaz, but not the other way around. 100%. Cannabis also spaz on 4321. But again, I feel vindicated because, like I said, if it's not giving everybody that feeling, it's not a spaz. It's not a spaz. Ventura Tide Pod says, Uno and Big Mike, do you have a biggest NBA spaz? I guess that's a highlight spaz.
I guess like who went to absolutely yeah, bro, I do. It was Steph. No, it was there's two moments that I was like, God, what the fuck am I watching? It was Steph against Dallas, I think, or somebody. It was somebody, and he hit a half-court fucking shot. He hit a three, came back, hit another three, and then came in and hit a deep-ass half-court shot with like 3 seconds left. And the nigga shimmied, and I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, nigga started doing that shimmy with his shoulders.
I was like, nah, this shit's the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. I've never seen no shit like this.
My NBA shit was Chicago Bulls in New York in the East Conference Finals, right? And John Starks, hella little, went baseline on Michael Jordan and who was it? It was Michael Jordan, somebody else Ori on the Bulls, and slammed on their dog ass. It was like one of the greatest moments I ever seen because he was so small, bro. He caught their ass on the outside, bro. Cut through that lane, nigga, went to the hole on him with that dunk. I said, oh, yeah, this is like some of the craziest shit I've seen. John Starks was spazzing on that shit.
Yo, man. I don't know what they're talking about.
That's why he asked us. You know what I mean? That's why he asked us.
Cool. We're going to drop it right. I just want to read the rest of the chats, but we'll stop it right there for the day. Real quick, though, it says Uno's tone when he raps is chill, but when he's passionate, his tone comes off as aggressive. If he rapped aggressive, then it's Spaz City. Go listen to Hometown Hero. Scotty Ken 77, thank you for joining the chat. And real quick, though, it says a hit isn't always a spaz to me. And I agree with that 100%. I think this was a way doper conversation than I thought it was going to turn into. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know what you think in the chat. What qualifies as a spaz from a rapper? What qualifies as a spaz? Is it subjective or is it like everybody has to agree? I personally think it's not subjective. We have people in the chat that disagree. We have people on the panel that disagree. But what do you think out there? Let us know. And Big Mike, let the people know how they can support what you got going.
Man, you already know, man. Straight lace, no chase, all around the board, man. All platforms, man. T-shirts coming real soon, man. I'm supposed to go to print this week, man. So I'm gonna get the pre-orders out, man. Buy a shirt, man. Buy a shirt. Other than that, man, Mondays to Fridays, 5 o'clock is whoever we done cutting up with Uno from 7 Records at the Lord Sanctuary from Connect the Coast, man. What's happening?
Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to patreon.com/7pn and get all that good shit, man. Get your subscription so you can get all the podcasts. Tonight I will be on with Ocean with the Night Lounge at like 10:30, probably 10:30. So y'all check that out. And then yeah, man, new music on the way, videos on the way. Key featuring Casey Family coming out real soon.
Hold on. 40. You proving my point, my nigga. He says There's some people out there that don't like Michael Jackson, and he's spazzing is subjective family. This is my point. Like, we gotta stop talking about the minority. If the majority of the world says Michael Jackson is spazzing, guess what? That nigga is spazzing. The people that the minority that don't think Michael Jackson spazzes, they don't count. They don't count. And that's what I'm saying, yo. Like, the world agrees Michael Jackson is spazzing. Like, the majority of the world, there is no question about that. Fuck them niggas that don't think that Michael Jackson is spazzing. They don't matter. So that's my point. Continue, Uno. Sorry.
And Michael Jackson spazzed so much, we saying Michael Jackson as if that's the song.
That part. Because it's the whole catalog. It's the whole catalog. Michael Jackson as a person is spazzing.
It's spazzing.
Okay.
But cool, for sure. That's it, man. Just Night Lounge. Get that tonight. And then new music on the way. Marquee featuring Casey Family Plots. That shit will be out June 2nd. And then, yeah, man. Tap in, bro. I'm here Monday through Friday with the gang, you know?
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on Monday, tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm about to call you too, fool.
Yes, sir.
All right,
peace. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. My name is the Holy Lord Sanctus, God of the Coast, your host on the only radio station playing 805 hip-hop and R&B every Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. But I can be wrong. Let me know. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. Is spazzing subjective, or should there be a clear definition for what a spaz is? I want to know what you think. I can admit when I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong now, but if y'all change my mind, I'm happy to admit that. Let me know in the comments. If you like what we do and you want to support the stream, visit our website, become a member. That's CONNECTT.club. That's connect.club. Become a member. Get yourself some merch. You get a discount. You can also win Lou Deezy tickets. Everybody that signs up to become a member is automatically entered to win tickets to see Lou Deezy and Dodie 6 in San Luis Obispo at Fremont Theater June 7th. We're announcing the winner on June 5th, so make sure you keep coming back to the show. Also, go get our album Kush GPT. It's available now on all streaming platforms. And we're about to drop a new video on Friday. The clip is dropping to the public, but if you're a member and you're a close friend, then you already have seen the clip because you get exclusive content. That's why you should become a member. But the rest of the world gets to see the clip tomorrow. And if we get 100 likes, we're going to drop that shit on Friday. So make sure when you see the clip drop that you like it. I'll be back tomorrow. Shout out to my guys, Uno and Big Mike. Shout out to everybody who came out in the chat today. Y'all have a good one. And we out of here. Deuces.
Nike's on my feet, shout out to Mac Miller. Don't play with me, don't be dishonest. I'm not Tiller. Flip the cup when I finish the drink, a big sipper. I'm a star in my city, I'm high as the Big Dipper. Shit, I don't got ops. If you don't like me, then it's one-sided. Y'all been sleeping too long, no Joe Biden. Crashing out by myself, don't need co-pilots. Got a good feeling, this the one, no flow rider. You don't wanna see me rap like this. Latina, butterized Asian, with the chopsticks. Old news, that boy old news. I was in a trap with my dog cooking Pro Tools. I want Uno.